Hello everybody, my name is Lucy Kite and I'm the Director of Studies at Tudor Hall, and in my role one of my key responsibilities is having the overview of the threes options process, which we've just last week launched to your daughters. As I explained to your daughters last week, it's a really exciting time, I think, when we come to this point in the threes, because for the first time your daughters have some choice about the subjects that they'll study when they're in the fours next year. And that can be a very, very exciting thing for them to contemplate. But as well as the excitement, it can also be quite nerve-wracking for them, because with some choices comes some responsibility, and they may start to feel a sense of responsibility over choosing what the right choices are. And of course, the right choices is a different thing for every single girl that we'll work with over the course of this year. So we've put together this presentation to give you an oversight of the options process and how that works at Tudor Hall, and hopefully to answer some questions that you might have. There will be plenty of opportunity as we move throughout this year for you and your daughters to ask plenty of questions to key people at Tudor Hall, so that we can be sure that your daughters enter the fours feeling very confident about the choices that they've made and ready to hit the ground running.
Hello, my name is James Woodward and I'm a threes group tutor, but I'm also head of the threes, and I'll be continuing in that role for the next 2 years of your daughter's time here at Tudor Hall. With regards to your daughter's GCSEs, there are a number of subjects that we consider core that all girls will take: English language, English literature and mathematics. All girls will take science GCSEs, and there are options within there too. They can take either the dual science route or the triple science route. In dual science and triple science, biology, chemistry and physics are all studied. The difference is, if you take dual science, at the end you are awarded 2 science GCSEs, and for triple science you are awarded a separate GCSE for each of the 3 science disciplines. With the remaining subjects, your daughter will pick from the entire range, but she should choose 4 of them. We would expect most girls to pick 1 modern foreign language and 1 humanities subject within those 4. We would also strongly discourage choosing art and textiles, as they are very similar GCSEs.
One of the questions that we get asked quite a lot when we're going through the options process is, what happens if I change my mind? We do ask for your daughter's options choices quite early in the academic year. The deadline for submission of the options form will be after half term in February, but there is a reason why we ask for this information so early. At Tudor Hall, we will build the timetable around what your daughters want to do. In some schools, option blocks are created and students have to pick 1 option from each option block, and what this can sometimes mean is that they can't do their preferred combination of choices. So it is a major advantage the way that we construct our timetable at Tudor, but it does mean that we need the information quite early on. So in answer to the question, what happens if I change my mind? If your daughter selects something on her options form in February and goes on to change her mind throughout the rest of the threes, or indeed at the beginning of the fours, if we can facilitate that change within the timetable that's been constructed, then absolutely we will do that. If your daughter changes her mind and it doesn't fit into the timetable, I'm afraid that we cannot rearrange the timetable to accommodate that change. So it is really important that you and your daughters use all the opportunities this year to find out as much information as possible, so that it's a very informed choice on the options form, because whilst we will make the changes if we possibly can, we can't promise that we can do that in every circumstance.
Some girls may feel that they need some more support in establishing which GCSEs are the right choices for them. And I'm pleased to say that we have a lot of support on offer at Tudor Hall for your daughters. They have got their tutors, subject teachers, house mistresses, and all girls will meet with a member of the senior management team towards the end of the process to confirm their choices and to make sure that they are in fact the right choices for them.
We hope that's given you an overview of the options process that your daughter has begun and will go through for the next few months. As always, if you have any questions relating to what you've heard in this presentation today, please do not hesitate to get into contact with myself or with Mr. Woodward, and we'll be very pleased to answer your questions.